Okay, so can we all just agree that I'm like queen bearded dragon educationalist on YouTube, because I don't see anybody that has this many bearded dragon videos. What is up? We have another video today for you, and this is on beginner bearded dragon owner problems. So basically, like, this is for a lot of you who have just got a bearded dragon, or some of the most common semi-illnesses in a bearded dragon with solutions, because I've been through every single one of these problems and I have the solution for all of them. So keep on watching. The first and most common bearded dragon beginner owner problem. What's a long statement? My bearded dragon, I just bought my bearded dragon like 2 or 3 days ago, or maybe even a week ago. She is not eating. So when a bearded dragon first gets introduced to a new environment, it is kind of stressful for them. That means they might not run around as much, they may not sleep as much, and they definitely won't eat. Sometimes they won't even use the bathroom because it is that stressful for them. Fitz was not like this at all, because I was very social with Fitz. Even though my video is really old, you can check out how to tame your baby bearded dragon up here. That's like some of the best tips I've used to make Fitz such a social bearded dragon. Doing those tips definitely have helped me get Fitz used to the environment quicker. I mean, maybe it's not like the best ways, but it definitely did help. So getting your bearded dragon into a new environment is very stressful for them. That's just like you moving into another house. You're not completely comfortable with the house at first, or you going to a different school. You're not completely used to the school first. There's new people. It's just like bearded dragons. They get nervous, they get anxious just like us. So you can't expect them to, you know, act like it's their home the first like couple days or even couple weeks. This isn't something to worry about, because a lot of bearded dragons go through this. The solution is time. So you just have to let your bearded dragon get used to their surroundings, maybe hold them every so often, pet them every so often, you know, just make sure they're comfortable in their environment. The second most common problem in beginner bearded dragon owners is my bearded dragon won't let me hold him. So if you're a beginner bearded dragon owner and you pick up your bearded dragon and they kind of squirm off of you, that is also completely normal. Some of them just don't like being held. They like running around. They don't like that trapped feeling. So if you're holding a bearded dragon like I'm holding Fitz, her movement's kind of limited. I mean, she can jump off, and if she really wanted to, she probably will jump off. It's just that she's limited to her movement. So if you take your bearded dragon out, they're gonna wanna run around. They're just not gonna wanna be held. Different if you let them run around first, then try to hold them, because then some of their energy is out. But if you first try to pick them up, they're more than likely gonna squirm out of your hands. Unlike Fitz, I mean, she kind of knows I enjoy holding her, and she knows after I hold her, I'll let her run around. So that's kind of like what she's used to. I definitely recommend letting them run around first, get the energy out, then holding them. Especially if they're juveniles, they have tons of energy. But when you let them out, make sure that they're in a room or something where they can't escape or can't get into anything like dangerous. Okay, the third most common problem with beginner bearded dragon owners is my bearded dragon doesn't eat vegetables. Welcome to the club. That's like 99.9% of all bearded dragon owners go through this at least one point in their life. Their bearded dragon does not eat vegetables. This isn't even a beginner bearded dragon owner problem. This is the adult bearded dragon owner problem. If you guys want to watch my video right here, that's kind of how to get them used to vegetables. I guess there's really not like a specific reason why they don't go after vegetables. It's more of like a picky eater kind of thing, or sometimes they get tired of it. You can like switch up your vegetables, but I go into all depth in the video, so I'm not gonna really like say everything, but definitely try switching up their vegetables, and don't get worried and don't get discouraged and just give up and say, oh, they're not eating vegetables, that's it, because they'll definitely start eating. It's just whether, it depends on what vegetables you're feeding them, how you're feeding them, how fresh the vegetables are. They're very picky when it comes to vegetables. The fourth beginner bearded dragon owner problem is my bearded dragon is very dark. What is going on? So bearded dragons get dark for a couple of reasons. It could be because they're stressed, aggressive, or they're trying to pick up sunlight. So if they're in their tank and they're dark, they're more than likely trying to pick up heat, because the color black absorbs heat more, so that's why they turn themselves darker. If their beard gets black, that means an aggression or like stressed out, so I basically get them out of the stressful situation if you can tell why they're stressed out. So if they're outside, a lot of bearded dragons will get dark because of birds. If they're inside, they'll get stressed out because maybe you're handling them the wrong way, maybe you have other pets, maybe they just don't like being outside of the tank that much. They like the comfort of inside the tank because they just simply see something that they don't like. So they feel like they have to be in defense mode, and that's exactly what they do. And finally, the last bearded dragon owner problem. This isn't really common, but I've seen people comment on my videos and I've seen people comment on other videos that say their bearded dragon is too skinny. What can I do to make them big? So Fitz, as you can see, has no problem. She's a very healthy weight. It could be a ton of other reasons, but I'm basically telling you guys like the kind of common solution or what I did, because there was a point where Fitz was kind of skinny, but this is how I upped her weight a little bit. I highly recommend changing the insects to superworms, mainly because the superworms are more of a fatty insect. They contain more fat than protein, I believe. Crickets are more so all protein. So yes, you're feeding your bearded dragon a great insect, don't get me wrong. Crickets and dubia wraiths are probably the best insects you can feed your bearded dragon. A lot of people are really controversial with worms, but I've been feeding Fitz worms for a long time. I do like crickets like maybe once a month. The worms definitely increase the weight of your bearded dragon. By a lot, you'll see like a change. Now, if your bearded dragon is very skinny, lethargic, and stuff like that, obviously it's something you want to take to the vet. But I'm talking about if your bearded dragon is skinny, but they're still moving around, they're still active, they're still, you know, using the bathroom and stuff, but they're just like a little skinny, you know, like they look a little skinny. So I hope all you beginner bearded dragon owners can learn a few things from this video. The majority of the problems you have with a bearded dragon owner, it's really funny because they could either be for a serious cause, or they can even have like weird symptoms for like some small things. Like I know when you go into shedding and they go into brumation, they stop eating, they're lethargic and all of that. And it's really not something that you should be that concerned about, because it's just their normal behavior when going into shedding and brumation. Sometimes we take that like so far, like, oh, my bearded dragon's dying. Like I know I did that. Fitz wasn't using the bathroom for like a week. I took her to the vet, found out nothing was wrong with her, and I ended up spending a lot of money. I hope you beginner bearded dragon owners, or even, you know, you expert bearded dragon owners, if you needed a little like pick me up on some problems, I hope I was able to help you. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.